Good evening, social media. What is up? It is the GSD guy, Jerry Smith. Whiteboard Wednesday here, and we want to talk to people, we want to help people, and we want to show some examples. Now, the program that I've written, this isn't a program that I bought. It's not a program that I read. It's not a program that I've heard about or anything like that. It's what I've actually lived. So while there may be other ways to do things, what I can tell you is the programs that I've written are from exact and direct experience and have helped me rebound from near financial disaster and come back and not just survive, but thrive. Now, in the credit and collections world, you have what's called a reason for delinquency. All right. Now, medical, loss of income, two big drivers in reasons for delinquency, right? However, one of the other large ones is divorce. And for such a long period of time, I could never understand why divorce would be there. Like, what, if you get a divorce, you get bad credit? And then it happened to me. And then you realize, shit, income's gone. And not only can income be gone, but then you have possible child support being added on. Now, one size does not fit all. Well, what happens to one? I know plenty of people who've never had to deal with the child support, or if they had it, it was on a side deal and it was minimal. But if you go to court, all right, what you will hear are these words, at least in Philadelphia County anyway, it's just a formula, all right? Now, the formula, I don't know the exact formula, but I know it took about 35 to 40% of my paycheck, and it had to be negotiated down. So when all of a sudden you have money coming out of your check, you have no say in it whatsoever, and you have to find a new place to live, and or you have to continue to pay for the place that you're living in, all the while refurnishing it and paying child support and paying your other bills. So it can be crippling. But what I did was put a list of things together. Now, these 10 things that I've written down, no question about it, again, helped me get through this. And now when I look back on it and I still utilize some of these things, I can actually thrive in life and have recovered and was able to save the house, my relationship with my daughter, and my finances, my credit, everything by doing these steps. Now, again, one size does not fit all. One situation is a little bit different from everybody else's, but what I can tell you is for the average Joe that doesn't have thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in the bank, this can help you, and this helped me. And there's some actual, you can see some reasons obviously are pretty clear when you think about like money and whatnot. Others are from a mental perspective. And again, I tell you and promise you, these are the steps that I did that made me feel good. All right, so we're going to go to the list. I'm going to share this with you right here. You can take a screenshot of it. All right. Whiteboard Wednesday, number 1, work. You're going to be challenged because you want to spend time with your kids. Kid or kids, you're going to want to get out there. You're going to want to talk to people. You're going to want to go out on dates. You're going to hang out with your boys. You're going to want to go to different things or whatever it might be. Focus on your work, because you are going to need money, all right? So you focus on your work. If you can get overtime wherever you work, is there a part-time job somewhere that you can get? A side gig? For me, Uber was huge. Uber, you can make anywhere between $25 and $30 an hour, sometimes higher depending upon the time of the year or the day of the week that you're at. But that was huge for me, all right? So for me in particular, I was able to get a pay raise. I knew how good I was. I found another job. They gave me, and then my current job and my job at the time had given me a pay raise. And then after a while, I needed even more money. Told them I was leaving because I found another job, and the money continued to go up. But I also had that part-time work going on, okay? So number 1, you're going to need to spend time with your kids, yes. But when you're not with your kids, work, work, work. All right? Number 2, you're going to find some time to do this, okay? Work out. Working out is a discipline, all right? It will make you feel better. Wes Watson says it all the time. You can't work out and then be in a bad mood. Okay, it is pretty hard. And if you look at it, when you do go to the gym is one of the few places, other than maybe church, where you're almost guaranteed that the person that's leaving the gym holds the door open for you, or the person coming into the gym is holding the door for the person leaving the gym. So you will feel good overall. And then plus, at some point in time, yes, you are going to want to get back out there, right? So you might as well look good. It helps up here. It helps up there. All right. It's just going to make you feel better, and it's going to make you look better. Okay. Like Deion Sanders likes to say, right? If you look good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. All right. So workout, you're going to want to do that. All right. And feeling good. Now, this one's going to be tough. Number 3. All right. Number 3, no alcohol. I would love to tell you that I quit altogether. I didn't quit altogether, but I significantly cut back. All right, significantly. It takes your money, all right, and it takes your time, because the next day you're going to feel like shit, and then you can't work, or you can't spend time with your kids, and we can't have that, or you can't work out because you feel so shitty. No alcohol, or significantly reduced to like even once a month, and even not that much when you do it that once a month, okay? It's a time stealer, it's a money stealer. I can remember almost like it was yesterday, the lowest point I had, I was out and I was just almost blackout drunk, throwing my card up. At one point I was drinking by myself, doing shots by myself, and it was terrible. The next day, my bank account, I looked at it, it was in the negative. I don't even know how they were approving these transactions. It was so bad. Every credit card was charged off. My bank account was negative. I had a massive headache, stomach nauseous. Not good. All right, trust me when I tell you, delete and get rid of the alcohol. Now, number 4, our expertise for sure. All right, credit. You are going to need credit. All right. So if you have good credit at the time of the divorce, make sure you keep it. All right. One thing I found is that when you have to pay child support, the child support, at least how it goes in Philadelphia, is that they start tracking it from the moment that woman files against you. All right. So for example, my ex-wife and my daughter were living in my house, and I had to live elsewhere. But she filed for child support. At that point, they started keeping track and said I should have been paying. Even though they were living in the house, they paid nothing. My ex-wife paid nothing. Nothing on the mortgage, no utilities, nothing. All right? They considered that in the initial child support, but arrears were catching up. All right? So even though I never missed a child support payment ever, okay, I've paid more in the 8 years I've been paying than my father paid in 20 years combined for 3 kids, and I'm doing it with 1. All right, but it's a lot of money, it's a lot of comeback, and when you're in arrears, I say arrears because I never missed a payment. When you're in arrears because they keep tracking it from the moment it was filed, that goes on your credit. The good news, my arrears are current, and actually has a positive mark now. But initially, it looked really bad. So keep an eye on your credit. You will need it. You're going to need it for cars. You're going to need it for houses, apartments, whatever it might be. Make sure that's not something you need. You got a lot of battles going on. You don't need credit to be one of them, okay? Now, number 5, and these are in no particular order, but kids and family time, okay? It was devastating for me initially, where I hardly saw my daughter, and when I did, my ex-wife was around the whole time. I couldn't get her by myself or overnight for probably like the first 5 or 6 months. Maybe it's because I didn't have a lawyer at the time. That's another conversation. But regardless, make sure you're spending time with your kids. It's vitally important, short term and obviously long term. It's good for them. It's good for you, okay? It will make you feel so much better about everything, all right? We can debate child support and its fairness probably for a really long time, forever and ever, but no matter what, make sure you're spending time with your kids or your kid, whichever it is. Family time is huge. Now, this one's going to seem a little crazy, all right? Number 6, get a haircut. Listen, it makes you feel good. I don't care what you say. Get a haircut, shave, clean yourself up. It goes hand in hand with number 2 on here, working out. When you do all of this, it's going to make you feel so much better. All right. 7, focus, kids, mind, money. All right. Keep your focus on the kids, your mind, and money. All right. Number 8, write down your goals. Huge. Make sure you don't lose track of everything. Make sure you don't lose track of anything. Where do you want to go in life? What do you want to do? Write those goals down. It's huge for you. Number 9, like they say in Dory, or Finding Nemo, I'm sorry. Just keep swimming. You got to keep on going. There will be setbacks. It will be frustrating. You just keep swimming. Just keep going. And number 10, visualize. Visualization was huge for me. The visualization part of it really was key in redesigning the house for me, helping me get partial custody of my daughter. It was just immense. Just meditating, closing my eyes, and just thinking about things, seeing things, buying certain things. I had to buy new furniture, refurnish pretty much the whole house. So I had to visualize that. And even before she was staying with me, I had put furniture in the room, visualized it, refurnished everything, put pictures up, everything of that nature. The visualization part was a big part of surviving for me and pushing through. But what I can promise you is this: I have no trust fund. I have no money in the I had no money in the bank. I did not have rich parents or a rich family or anything like that. I literally fought back, tooth and nail, everything, dirt under my fingernails, working probably 70, 80 hours a week. But you can do it. You just got to take these steps. And if you have any questions, you reach out to your guy, the GSD guy, Jerry Smith. We're here to help you. We can help you with credit, with working out, with coaching programs. We can definitely do that for you. This isn't something that's just made up. These are actual steps that actually save me and help push me forward and make my relationship with my daughter just a super spectacular one now. And I'm so grateful for it. If you have questions, you reach out to your guy. Have a great night.